Hey guys, what's up? What's going on with your business? Let's start this video by checking upon each other and sharing what's going on, because my business, my core business, Language Trip, has changed completely. So write a comment down below what's going on with your company while I'll tell you what's going on with mine. So basically 2 months ago, our core revenue was driven by people who traveled abroad to learn languages, to take their university courses, to take part in different certificate programs. In March, that revenue was zero. We were break even on travel. In April, we're actually in negative because people are canceling the trips they've booked before, and there is nothing we can do about it because the majority of countries close their borders, the majority of schools are closed. I would say actually every school is closed right now. Everyone is struggling, but at the same time, the online part of our business, where we teach people languages, where I record courses, where we hire tutors to record courses and do live streams, this part has actually been growing. I think it doubled in March, and it's already performing really well in April. So there are certain things that we've done in the past few months in order to transform our business, because I was already expecting recession. We were expecting crisis, and I've been through a crisis with my company before, back in 2014. And I was sitting with Dima, who's my husband and our CEO, and I told him, you know, we have to make sure we're ready for this, because I anticipated crisis and he was anticipating crisis. Everybody was talking about it, but we could not predict it would be global, because I thought it would be only for certain countries. Now we see that the whole world is affected. But I'm super happy we still have the online part, and in this video I'll share some tips and things that you can do with your company right now in order to survive and thrive. Because you know what's going to happen in hopefully a couple months when this is all over, maybe 3 months, we don't know, maybe in a year, but you know what's going to happen when this is all over. The strongest are going to become even stronger, even larger. There are going to be so many empty spaces on the market, and if you survive this, you're going to thrive in normal economic conditions. So my number one advice, if your business was offline and you are now trying to build something online, don't hire developers. By the way, Silicon Valley people don't really struggle, and I'm going to release a vlog about us trying to find a new home, which will come out on this channel, and there is still waiting lists for the best houses on the market. But yeah, don't hire a developer. Use a tool to build a landing page, and your goal right now is to start selling as fast as you can. Please don't make your product perfect. It's okay to make mistakes with the first couple of things. You're gonna improve them later. For you, the most important thing right now is to generate this cash flow to keep your business alive, to keep yourself alive, to keep your employees and contractors happy as they can be in these circumstances. In Language Trip, we have a whole team of developers, but what I feel is that we're still better off using tools that are available online. They're available almost for free to create landing pages instead of using this expensive labor. And developers are better used at, you know, creating something that's on the back end, creating all the magic that's going on. But in terms of creating landing page, you can use the tools that are online. By the way, this video is sponsored by GetResponse. I'm going to talk a lot about them, and we use them in Language Trip. I use them for all of our businesses because they are this all-in-one solution where you can do a lot of things as well as creating landing pages. So if you need to start selling something right away, create a landing page. Ask people for their email, ask people their contact details, or maybe you give them something for free, which you can totally do through GetResponse. So you create a landing page, maybe you sold flowers, or maybe you were a massage person. And in these days, I'm sitting down and thinking, like, what if I was a massage therapist? What would I do in these circumstances? And I would totally start a YouTube channel teaching people how to do a self-massage, and I would create different checklists and courses on how to give massage to your loved person or how to give massage at home. And so if I were that massage therapist, I would create a landing page where I would tell, please leave an email, and I would send you a free video of how to get yourself a neck and shoulder massage, because we're all sitting right now in front of our screens and we need our body to thrive. We still need need it in a couple of years. So this is the simple massage technique that's going to help you relieve this neck and shoulder stress. This is what I would do. And I would create a landing page with GetResponse, ask for people emails, and then I would create a drip campaign, which you can do in GetResponse as well, where I would educate people about the massage, and in the end I would sell them my massage course where I teach them all of the techniques that I know. That will be my solution. The next thing, really important and really unfortunate, yes, if you have some people on your team, you might need to get rid of some of them if you don't have enough money to pay them. But if you don't have anyone on your team yet, I would not hire anyone right now, because you need to be sure you're as flexible as possible. So if you have small tasks, I would just outsource them and pay people by hour. And you can use different tools to track their hours. You can just ask them to provide a spreadsheet where they would log in their hours, but please don't hire anyone for a fixed rate, because you never know what's going to happen next month. You never know what's going to happen in 2 months. And I really like this thing when I work with my contractors based by hours, because if it's a busy month, then they get more money. If it's a more relaxed month, they get less. And this scheme totally reflects their input in their work. And another thing that I wanted to tell you, especially if you're based in the US or Canada, where we have to pay a lot of money per hour to our contractors, you can also hire international contractors. Lingotrip has a lot of international people on the team. And the way it works in terms of taxes, you hire a contractor, and for these international contractors, you don't pay any taxes in the US. That person pays his own income taxes in his home country, and you don't even have to file a 1099. And because we have a lot of contractors in the US, I know that every year it's like maybe 50 or 60 1099s to file, because Fluent Express, we use a lot of native speakers, and we'll use a lot of native speakers for other services. But for international contractors, you don't have to file 1099. The rates are really, really low. For a lot of jobs, it's less than $10 an hour. And in the US, you would pay something like $25 or $30. So it's a lot cheaper, easier to maintain. And in terms of taxes, you don't have to pay anything extra. If you have more questions about it, I'm not a CPA, but I'm trying to give you the most information that I have right now. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll try to answer them. Number 4, this has been a game changer for us in terms of marketing, because people are sitting at home and they want to consume content. Yes, pre-recorded videos work really well, but what we've seen is that live streams and webinars work perfectly well. I've done a couple of webinars 2 weeks ago. They were the exact same live streams. I just wanted to repeat the live stream once again, because I wasn't happy with the first time I did it. But each time I had 2,500 people watching me live, and the retention was amazing, because normally when I would do a live stream, people would come and then they will just gradually drop off, and that webinar was around 2 hours, and by the end of the second hour I still had over 1,000 people watching. That was amazing. This just proves my theory that, well, this is obvious. People just want to hang out with other people, and they want the sense of community. They want to be in a group. So if you can do live streams for your clients, that would be amazing. Do them for free, and then in the end you can upsell them with a course. What I say during my live streams, I say, so you've seen my way of teaching. If you want to continue learning English with me, those 2 live streams were about English. If you want to continue learning English with me, here are a couple of courses that I've pre-recorded for you, and I'm giving a special discount because you're taking part in this live stream. That's a completely different video. I can teach you how to sell during webinars. But this is something you can do first for your clients, second for your team. If you have a team, and if you're used to work in an office and now you need this face-to-face contact, please create a webinar for your team. Go out there and prove that you're a leader. Tell them everything is going to be fine. We're pivoting from this product to this product that's going to perform. The market really needs this new product that I'm thinking about. So be there for them in a video format. And again, you can hold webinars with GetResponse, and it's especially useful for your clients because GetResponse actually knows which client took part in your webinar, and you can create special email campaign for those people who actually were there on the webinar and for those who just registered but never saw your webinar. And it's really important to make this tailor-made for your customers because that converts a lot better. For example, if a person was in your webinar, you tell them like, hey, thank you for attending, here's your discount. And for somebody who wasn't there on your webinar, you say, I'm sorry you missed it, here's the recording. So, you know, it's all event-based, and this is why I love it. If you're still using Slack to communicate with your team and you pay, I don't remember what they charge you, but $10 or $20 a month per person, I would switch to Telegram, which is free, which also has an app. It doesn't have that many features, but I feel that you don't really need all of them, because what I would do right now with all your business expenses, I would just sit down and cross out everything that you could replace with a free feature. So Telegram is something that we've used for 3 or 4 years. It was created by a fellow Russian, so I was one of the first to hear about it and try it out, and we decided to adopt it in LinguaTrip, and we use it all the time. So Telegram Messenger is your free alternative to Slack. In addition to keeping in touch with your team, you can also keep the conversation going with your customers via newsletters. Once again, you can do that with GetResponse. You can create beautiful responsive emails which will land in the inboxes of your customers at the right time with the perfect timing and time travel delivery tools. And the last but not the least, guys, there is a $2.2 trillion package going on here in the US, and we're exploring our options together with our bank, and banks would be the ones who are distributing $2.2 trillion package, and we're working closely with our bank, and they are giving us guidelines on how we can apply, and this package looks really, really generous. So if you're in the US, I would totally go out there and explore what you can get from it. If you're outside the US, I know what's going on in your country, but I would like to wrap up this video with tips on how to be productive these days. Always do your 10 to 15 minute yoga or whatever you're doing, stretching in the morning. That really sets the mood for your day. Second, always dress up. Don't work in your pajamas, because that doesn't work. Always dress up. And if you're a girl, put some makeup, brush your hair, just make sure you look nice, as if you are actually seeing people. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you so much GetResponse for sponsoring it. Love your product and love working with you, and I hope you guys would benefit from watching this video and would start using the tools that I mentioned. If you're not yet subscribed to Silicon Valley Girl and you have a business, then you're missing out on learning new tips and tricks on how to boost your revenue and boost your productivity as a business owner. Hit subscribe. I will see you very soon in my next vlogs. Bye bye.